Hello everybody and welcome back to Memoriapolis, where I just had my first game crash. That was exciting. We were about 5 minutes into the episode. I decided to just re-record the episode at that point, and hopefully the crash doesn't continue. So we're going to run out of resources down over here. However, we can see there's a fair amount of additional stone around here, so I'm actually just going to take this up to a level 2 quarry. And that will be fine. But otherwise, we want to build up our worker count, and I'm actually taking this up to the maximum speed for now because there's not a lot that we want to do at this moment except for getting our worker count up. So the other thing that I did was I put in another quarry up over this direction previously instead of expanding this to a level 2, but it's about the same, to be honest. So that's fine. We just hit the end of an election. That's fine. And checking in here, we can see we dropped a bit on our belonging. I mean, that's not surprising necessarily, but we need like 800 workers to get all of these back online. So that's understood. For the time being, we're trying to spend as few workers as possible. Oh, there's a thing here? I suppose we could probably make some of these into trading posts. Yeah, we'll establish this trading post. That seems good. This would cost too much. This is, yeah, most of these are going to be too much. Cool. So that's fine for now. We'll continue to cruise forward for the moment. And that all looks good. So we're about to finish up our night rounds here, right? And one thing we could think about doing is going into our Renaissance capital and building some ramparts around our Renaissance capital. So this would be like, I'd probably shoot for around this size, I think. But we would certainly need a little bit more stone for that. Honestly, not much. So we can just let this tick forward. And now we, in theory, have enough stone. Now we definitely have enough stone. So this is going to use a few workers. That's okay. We're now at this point, to be honest, beyond where we were previously when the game crashed. So that's absolutely fine. This enlarge would be like that. It'd be about 2,000 extra inhabitants. Maybe we want to just get the stone, to be honest. So let's see here. We could buy, say, 1,500 stone. How much would that cost? Gifts. Okay, sure. I just want to trade this. There we go. So they would make this gift available to us in order... Oh, we have to collect the gifts. That's what that was indicating. I see. Sure. That's actually really solid. So we're very happy about that. That gave us, in theory, like 300 bricks. Maybe we don't get them until our caravan returns. Sure. We accept that. That's fine. That usually doesn't take control like that. Okay. Very interesting. Well, we can certainly restore one of these cathedrals, and we're going to do that. Book printing. Promote the decree book printing. So that's this one. Which we can apparently do. Okay, well, we do want to do this, so go ahead and do it. That'll be fine. And then what else are we interested in? Can we now do belonging? No, that's not sufficient to pass it. We could do night rounds. We would be delighted to do this, but we can't do that. So I think in that case, given our potential options, we would just do night rounds. Okay, so let's run that, and let's see what the Senate thinks about that. They accepted. Fantastic. So we'll get both our creativity and our defense up. That'll be wonderful. And then, of course, we're going to need to expand this. Oh, we probably have a gift here? No, we do not. I think that's just indicating that one of our traders returned. That's fine. So I want to get this rampart built, and this is going to be... Yeah, this one. So we're going to need 144 workers to do that. That's fine. That'll be a temporary thing, by the way. We will get those workers back. So that sounds good for the time being. Okay. So we're up to 156 workers, and let's get ourselves a rampart up to here. So this is going to be 5,336 citizens concerned there. We could enlarge it, a little bit more, but that's going to be more expensive. For the time being, I'm going to do this. That's going to be 192 cycles, but it's actually 154. Okay, so we're going to get that finished. That will be absolutely wonderful. Yes, there is a new election for our... That's for the cultural advisor, I believe. So that's good. Absolutely excellent. So how are we doing on our reputations at this point? Not much movement here. Our cultural deputy has gone up a little bit. So they want us to build this building. That's understood. How much do we need for that? So that is going to be this. We need 190 workers. Okay, that's noted. So we're going to wait as long as possible here. And we'll see what this ends up looking like. Yeah, we're going to need a few more workers. I think that's very, very clear. So I'm going to pause this prison up here. And we're going to get this guy built, like, I'm thinking out over this way for now. So somewhere like here. That'll do for the time being. And we have a building running out of resources. That is the quarry down here, which was doing sand. Okay, so if we look at the sand here, we're pretty good on sand for the moment. This quarry is also making sand. So I'm just going to demolish this for right now. The question is, do we need more sand? Well, we're capped on sand. So for the moment, this is fine, I think. Okay, growth of the trading post. Excellent. So we have a gift here. 450 tiles, that's pretty good. We have a gift here as well. Sure, that seems fine. Okay, and we do want to build some trading posts. So 375, this is going to be 300. This is also 300. 225. Done. We'll get that one built into a trading post. Sounds excellent. So we ran out of resources somewhere else. That's this mine out over here, which was working on gold. Noted. For the time being, we can switch it over to iron, which we're interested in doing, but we should probably get ourselves another gold mine somewhere. There's some gold up over here. 1385 is the total amount of gold. We can build it up over this direction about here. If we took this up to a level 2, it should be able to fully exploit this. So we'll do that for now. We're at 178 workers right now. I want to get this guy back online. There we go. That's now done. Excellent. And this mine is complete at this point. So let's get that upgraded. This feels like it's going so fast. Let's take this back down to the normal speed at this point. So we've got about 70 cycles left on these walls. End of election here looks good. Excellent. And we still need a lot more workers, but we're going to get a large worker influx when this finishes in 67 cycles. So that sounds wonderful, and this demolition down here should be complete. Yeah, it definitely is. So that looks good for the time being. We can see we're still maxed on sand, so I'm really not too concerned about sand then. We're pretty close to maxed on gold as well. In fact, we are very close to maxed on gold, so that's understood. This mine down over here again is working on iron for the moment, so that seems absolutely fine for the moment. I'm not concerned about resources right now. So checking in here, we can see our building points still lagging a bit behind everything else. We definitely need to work on that. So that seems okay. I'm going back up to the faster speed though. So growth of a trading post, that sounds wonderful. We can just go through these real quick, see if we have any gifts. We do not. And we're interested in converting this into a trading post, but we're going to need some cut stones for that. What would 200 cost us? Okay, we can actually probably buy all 481 here. Done. So that's a bunch of cut stones, right? And that will allow us to make some of these into trading posts, although we're actually short on wooden beams right now. Noted. We just spent all of our gold on cut stones, so we'll need to get some of that going. Ooh, 200 gold? Done. We will definitely sell that. So that sounds great, and at this point, we're at 136 workers. So we do want to get one of these back online, right? And that's going to be 198 workers, 190, and 190. So we can get one of these back online very soon. Very soon indeed. So we're at 180, 185, 191. Excellent. So there's an end of election. Sounds good. And we've got some of these trades finishing up. Let's check in on our trades here. So, no gifts here. Here's a gift. Okay, we'll take that. Seems fine. Here's a gift. Excellent. Are we negative on food? It looks like we might be. We should take a look at that here in a moment. I would also like to convert this into a trading post. We're still short on the cut wood here. So we could bring this up to, I don't know, maybe like 200. We're very close to being able to do that. I'm going to trade 100 bricks. Okay, so that'll allow us to make this into a trading post, which we'll establish. And then we're still going to be short on this one, so that's fine. We'll let that go for the moment. Beautiful. We just ran out of resources somewhere. That is this quarry. Okay, we can switch that over to sand. We're full on clay for the moment, so that's not really a problem. We'll switch this over to sand for right now. We'll remain full on sand for the moment as well. We can see that we are... Yeah, we're definitely net negative on food for the moment. So this is a level 3 farm. We could consider upgrading this to a level 4. All of these are currently level 3 farms. So we should probably upgrade one of these first. This is going to be 135 workers. So we need like 100 additional workers for this. And you know what that means. We're going to come up here and pause this because we need to get a farm online fast. We need to produce a lot more. So we're going to get that going immediately. Excellent. This needs to happen like right now. Sure, we accept that. Okay. So that all seems fine for right now. We are running out of food, but this is now done, and we're net positive on food again. So that looks good. Yes, we accept that. That seems fine. Okay, they want us to build a House of Commons. So what is that looking like? I don't think we have that unlocked. That's probably a cultural building. We have all of the service buildings. So let's see here. Political. Yeah, House of Commons. So that's fine. It will require some workers, but that's absolutely understood. So we can just build this right now, and we finished up our ramparts, so we got all of our workers back. That's absolutely great. So if we wanted to put this in, say, up over here or something, this would be reasonably fine. Let's just flip this around, and we'll put it in something like that. Looks good. So what do we actually need here? We're currently getting a steam out of this. I feel like we mostly need belonging and creativity as well. So we'll take those. That'll be fine for the moment. And we're at 147 workers. So that looks good. I'd love to get this guy back online. Ah, growth of a trading post. And our visit has been completed. So there we go. We got all of those coins. That's excellent. Growth of a trading post here. So do we have a gift? Yes, we do. We have a gift here as well. Cool. What else do we have going on here? Ah, here's another gift. Ooh, that's a lot of gold. I like it. So, that's interesting. Okay. So we want to convert this guy into a trading post. We need about 500 wooden beams in total. If we bought all 381 of these, we could do that. This would be like 1,000 gold and then like 250 gold leaves. Done. And then we convert this into a trading post. There we go. And then this will be a trading post once this merchant gets back, right? Hopefully we'll have enough wooden beams by then. That would be the idea. So we've got our worker growth happening here. We can now resume this guy. Perfect. What is this? A hole in the bags. 74 cut stones is missing. Very rude. Okay. So we need to increase citizen satisfactions to do something about that. Our politics, there's not much going on here right now, and I want to check in. Yeah, this is still so bad on a lot of this. I'd love to encourage multiculturalism. We cannot do it. I'd love to encourage esteem satisfaction. We can't do it. We can't do belonging satisfaction. We can do safety satisfaction, so I guess that's something. We cannot do health satisfaction at this point. Yeah, there's just very little that we can actually do. Okay. This feels like we should be able to, like, spend cultural points on increasing reputation or something. I don't know. For now, this is fine. They accepted our decree on night rounds, so our safety satisfaction is going to continue to increase here. That looks good. And of course, we're still trying to work through our worker deficit here. We've still got a worker deficit of a few workers. So that's understood. There's a plague down over here. That's fine. So our worker deficit is currently about 400 total workers. These guys want to sell this to a build, or rather sell this to them. Yes, we accept that. That is absolutely great. And now we have more of this happening. Okay, so there's a lot of events happening here at this point, which is a little surprising to me because we have good bonuses for all of this, but sure, that's fine. We're pretty ahead of time in our satisfactions. So I'm a little surprised that there's that much happening. But let's see what's happening over here. I want this to convert to a trading post. There we go. And let's just check through these and see there's a gift here. Perfect. Any other gifts? Yes. Excellent. That's a lot of cut stones. Cool. So that looks good for the moment. We'll just go collect all of that. And this is 198 workers, and this is 190, so we can get that back online. And then all we need is the archive repository back online. So that looks absolutely wonderful. Then we can start just building structures, and that would be great. Like building new structures. So that would be absolutely phenomenal. So night rounds just finished up. That's understood. And at this point, we should probably be running... We could run more night rounds, but it's on cooldown right now. That's basically the only thing that we can run politically. So that's understood. They want to sell this arena? Done. We'll absolutely take the workers. So that looks great for now. There is a notification here. That's a gift. Excellent. Any other gifts here? Not at this time. Cool. So that's absolutely fine for now. And let's see how we're doing here. So our building points are not quite as high as we'd want. We're still worker shortaged, and that's absolutely understood. So this is fine for the moment, right? But we can go through and unlock all of these. So that's fine. There's absolutely nothing stopping us from unlocking probably everything in the game at this point. Or very close to it. We have a good amount of blueprints anyway. So let's just get all of these cultural buildings unlocked. There we go. As far as the wonders, I mean, yeah, we could unlock these as well. How many workers do these cost? That's a lot of workers. Okay, so these cultural wonders are pretty expensive, no doubt about that. We're going to want to build the cultural buildings first, for sure, and we do still need more blueprints, so that's fine for now. We want to get these cultural buildings built, so we can see which new ones we have, right? And we want to get these built relatively as soon as possible, but we just need workers. As usual, workers are our primary shortage at this juncture. So that's absolutely fine. Growth of a trading post, cool. So that means that we have gifts here, but we're not back yet. Okay, so we'll wait on that for the moment. We're definitely getting close to the end of this game, I think. Maybe like next episode we would end it. Something along those lines. We'll see. Maybe it'll be like one more beyond that. It's going to be pretty close because I don't believe that there's another age beyond here at this point. I think we're in the final age. So with that in mind, we're going to run out of trees over here eventually. That's okay. We're doing absolutely fine economically. In fact, we're doing wonderfully economically. What we need is growth. We just don't have the political reputation to get more growth. Our captain of the guard is going positive, as is our cultural deputy. That's interesting. But for this, we need the magistrate to be positive, right? And this is currently the House of Wisdom, which is 66 power. So that's noted. I mean, we do get faction power from the trading posts here. Some of them, anyway. So, like, this one is 400 gold. At least one of these was giving actual power. But that's fine for now. Okay, so we are... Are we net negative right now on wood? We might be. I don't know. We're not capped on our wood. I'm thinking we might be net negative on wood. We're also running out of resources on this quarry. That's fine. This was working on sand. We're okay on sand for now. We're going to switch that over to stone. So that looks good for the moment. And I'm thinking about putting in another cutting camp. So this would be, like, ideally, like, out over here, right? So we'd put this somewhere like here. And then we'd upgrade that to a level 2. So that would be absolutely fine. This is going to be quite a lot of additional wood, in theory. The start of an election, that's absolutely wonderful. So we'll let this wrap up, and we're at 134 workers right now, so this needs 198. We're getting there. We're very, very close to having our worker deficit paid off. But I do want to get this cutting camp up to a level 2. So that's going to cost a couple of workers, but really not very many. Yeah, that'll be fine. What's going on here? Aggression? Okay. Satisfactions have all dropped by 10 points. Sure. So, you know, that's not necessarily ideal, but we're doing reasonably fine on our satisfactions. We're well beyond the next age here, in terms of the threshold there. But building points are our primary issue at this moment. So we will be able to build buildings relatively quickly once we are able to get the workers. That's going to be the primary issue here. So that's absolutely understood. We're at 152 workers right now. And we, of course, need 198 for the archive repository. So we'll have that very, very soon. Once that's online, then we can start building some of these cultural buildings, would be the idea. So some of these that we haven't built yet, like this. So this cutting camp just ran out of resources. We're going to demolish that. And we should build another cutting camp. Yes, we just got that one up there online. That's fine. I want to get another camp built, perhaps like out over here, or this is a cutting camp here. Maybe like out this direction. Out near this swamp. Yeah, let's do that. That seems reasonably okay for now. So that is, of course, going to use up a couple of workers, but once this demolition is finished, we're going to get a bunch of workers back. So that sounds great. So, 4, 3. This is a little bit, like, I wish there was an intermediate speed. This speed seems too fast, but this speed seems too slow. I wish there was an intermediate speed between them. Alas, there is not. So this cutting camp, I'm going to upgrade to a level 2. That's going to cost 15 workers, and that's understood. They want us to... Oh, they want to sell this. Yeah, done. Absolutely done. So that's great. And at this point, we can get this guy back online. So that's now done. We've got all of our buildings online. There is no worker deficit at this point, which means we need to be working on construction. So we need to save up the workers to about 200 before we can get some of these going, right? And we would want to build some of these that are in the new category. Yeah, for sure. So that's absolutely fine. Oh, right, that was a demolition. I was like, why did that just disappear? And then I was like, oh, wait, that's supposed to happen. Okay. Well, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we will continue to work on getting some of these cultural buildings, specifically the new ones, built. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Dark Horse, Ethan Feldman, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, The Lounge STL, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.